That is what I'm talking about today, baby. What is going on, guys? What is up? It is Preacher Man Sports, and welcome back to another video. And the Denver Broncos have beaten the Cincinnati Bengals 28-3 on Monday Night Football. Bo Nix was absolutely sensational outside of that stupid decision, that interception. I'm gonna get to it in a sec. Um, Really, there was nothing wrong. Like the first drive, they start on defense, but the Broncos, they always give up 3 points. They let them go downfield. Higgins, he had 20 yards on Moss right there, and then after that, nothing, literally nothing outside of a slant route on Alex Singleton, and he only got like 5 yards. But the Broncos, like we said, they had to win this game. Jake Browning, like seriously, terrible offensive line, terrible defense. And, they got to lock up Higgins and Chase, and they did exactly that. The tight ends weren't a non-factor, so, I'll have to get Singleton and Sternad credit, even though. But the Broncos win. They're back at 500. They're 2-0 at home. Yeah, that's funny. Their two losses were on the road. That's crazy. Oh, they go on the road next week against Philadelphia. Oh God, I wonder who even like Bondi Sports Network or Sports Center is gonna fucking root for in that game. I'm kidding, but yeah, man. Let's go over the stats, shall we? Let's start with the Broncos. Bo Nix was 29 of 42, 326 yards, career game for him, 2 touchdowns, and he threw an interception. This is what happened. We were at like the 3 yard. We were at like the 3 yard line. It was 4th and 1. He rolls out. He could very much well run that in for a touchdown. There was only a linebacker in front of him. He could have literally tried to run through him, and he could have gotten a first at least. But instead, he tries to zip it in, and he fucking gets picked off by Demetrius Knight, that linebacker. And it's a turnover on downs, and it's a turnover in his books. I'm like, Bo Nick, that's a fucking Drew Lock type of decision, man. That's bad. But luckily, the Bengals didn't do shit. J.K. Dobbins, man, I love J.K. Dobbins, bro. J.K. Dobbins was absolutely sensational tonight. J.K. Dobbins, he was awesome tonight. Let's see, there he is. He had 16 carries, 101 yards, and he had 101 yards, and he didn't have a touchdown, which ends the touchdown streak, but that's fine. RJ Harvey, 14 carries, 58 yards, so averaged over 4 yards a carry. Good job by him. He actually had a better night all-purpose wise, but fucking Luke Wattenberg, man, all those fucking penalties, like he's replaceable. Like we need to look for a different center, in my opinion, because Wattenberg, he's replaceable. He's an average center. I want someone a little better. Mims, 1 carry, 16 yards, the touchdown. Bo Nix ran in for a touchdown, 6 carries, 7 yards. Cortland Sutton had a good game, 5 catches, 81 yards, touchdown. Marvin Mims, 6 catches, 69 yards. So pretty nice game from Marvin Mims. Troy Franklin, 4 catches, 55 yards. He did have that drop, but that's a little bit on Bo for not setting the ball right. RJ Harvey, 4 catches, 40 yards. Troutman, 2 catches, 32 yards. Evan Ingram, 4 catches, 29 yards. I still don't like how they're using Ingram. He's got to be a little bit more involved, dude. Leading tackler was Alex Singleton, of course, 11 tackles. The sacks, Benito had a sack and a half. Man, imagine calling this dude a bust. He was awesome, bro. Fucking people were shitting all over him. Jade Barron had 3 tackles. Oh, he didn't have a tackle for loss? I thought he had one of those tackles for loss, but Jade Barron, he did fine. Him and McMillan was splitting. They both did good. So nice to see the rookie. They're finally playing him like they're supposed to. Brandon Jones had a couple nice plays. Franklin Myers had a sack. Jonathan Cooper had the other half sack. Yeah, really everything was good. The kicking, Crawshaw, he did good. Literally averaging about 50 yards a punt. Very good. Um, the Bengals, Jake Browning, 14 of 25, 125 yards. He got sacked 3 times. Chase Brown, 10 carries, 40 yards. 4 yards a carry. He didn't do anything. Nobody behind him did shit. T. Higgins had 3 catches, 32 yards. 25, I think 24 of those were on Riley Moss. The other one came on a slant route on Singleton, which wasn't shit because they weren't getting the first down. Chase Brown, 3 catches, 31 yards. Jamar Chase got locked up by Patrick Surtain, 5 catches, 23 yards. So Surtain wins this matchup once again. You know, very good by PS2. He's the best corner in the league for a reason. No sacks given up. Like I said, the only interception for the Bengals was that rookie Demetrius Knight Jr. from South Carolina. That was bad by Bo. He could have ran that. That score could have been 35-3 because the Broncos, really after that first series where they gave up the leading three and then they went 3-0, they locked in after that. Really good job by the Broncos. Really good job by really good job by everyone else. Defense did good. Offense was phenomenal. Defense, special teams was solid. Will Lutz didn't really have to kick no field goal, just a bunch of extra points. But I'm happy Bo Nix finally he got back on track at right time because next week, man, traveling to Philly to play the Eagles. The Eagles they gotta lose at some point, but I don't see it. We'll lose by like 14 points in that game, I think. Because the Eagles, it's like no matter how bad Jalen Hurts play, that motherfucker somehow still wins. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know. That just shows you how much of a system guy he is. But yeah, great job by the Broncos. I just wish that interception, like, oh fucking Bo Nix, man. I wish he didn't throw that fucking pick. That's a stupid decision by him. Just running. Instead, he tried to fastball it past the linebacker and it gets picked off. But the Broncos, bounce back win. It was a good job. The only problem in this game, like, where is it? Where is the fucking? Hold on, let me go to team stats. The only dilemma I had was the penalties, and it was mainly on fucking Luke Wattenberg. Let me look penalties. 7 penalties, 72 yards. Like Wattenberg, he had 4 of those, by the way. He had a holding penalty. He had a fucking He had 2 ineligible man downfield. And he had a what do you call it? A snap infraction. Like what the fuck? The other 3 penalties, I just know one was on Riley Moss for PI, which was bullshit because that ball wasn't catchable. There was holding on the defense, and then there was Alex Paczynski who had that fucking illegal blindside block. Oh wait, there wasn't holding on defense. There was a offside by Pat Bryant, but he was good blocking wise. So good job by the Broncos today. They needed this win to get back over 500, and it was a right team to do. Take care of business. But next week it's not gonna be easy. They have to go to Philly in that fucking hellhole and face the Eagles. They have to worry about literally everybody. That offensive line is really good. Their offense, AJ Brown, Surtain's gonna be on him. Devontae Smith, Riley Moss is on that. Goddard, fucking Singleton, and Stranato, God. And then there was obviously the big one, Saquon Barkley. Their defense is overrated, but it's still a good defense because Campbell's a good linebacker so far. Quinion Mitchell is a solid corner. Cooper DeJean. Their safeties are somewhat of a weak point, but their defensive line is not bad. The middle of their defensive line is their strong point. So, guards, be ready. It is what it is, though. But, yeah. That's all I really wanted to say, guys. Make sure you hit the like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Go Broncos. Great win tonight. And next week, it's going to be a daunting task, but let's try and beat Philly next week. Let's beat Bondi Sports Center's team. I'm joking. See you guys later. Peace. Go Broncos.